Hello CraftDee Family, and welcome to another tutorial by She's So Crafty. For today's DIY project, we'll be creating a beautiful pair of wall decor pieces. Now these pieces are made of real wood and bamboo, which makes this a super sturdy and quality piece. Now you can display each frame with or without the flower accent, and as you know, I like to keep things budget friendly, so all of my materials were purchased for $1 or less. Now for your convenience, I provided the list of supplies and tools used to make this project in the description box below. Now I'm very excited to share this tutorial with you, but before we start, I wanted to say hello and welcome back to my amazing subscribers and visitors to my channel today. Now if you are a new visitor to my channel today and love to create fun and easy DIY projects on a budget, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also click that notification bell so you will be the first to know when a new DIY tutorial is ready to share with you. So now, let's jump right into the project. Now for this project, we will need a pack of these long skewers from the Dollar Tree. Or you can use regular 12-inch skewers if you can't find these. We'll also need 2 of the 1x2x8 wood furring strips from the Home Depot or Lowe's for 97 cents. Now the first thing we're going to do is to cut one of those wood strips into 4 22-inch pieces. And then we're going to cut 4 8-inch pieces from that second furring strip. And now I'm going to stain my wood, so I'm going to gather up my staining supplies. Now I'll be using my favorite stain, the Jacobian by Mimwax, for this project. Now I'm going to choose the smoothest side of the wood piece, and I'm going to apply 1 coat of that stain to the front, the sides, and each end of those long pieces. And then we're going to stain those shorter pieces as well, and then sit these all out to dry. Now while those are drying, we're going to go ahead and prepare our skewers. Now if you are using the long skewers like I am, we're going to need to cut them in half. Now I'm going to do this with a simple pair of wire clippers. So now I'm just going to paint these with some black acrylic paint. Now I'm going to apply the paint to each skewer, and you can leave a bit unpainted at each end so you can handle the stick a little easier. Now once these are all painted, you just want to allow them to dry thoroughly. And now our wood pieces are dry, so we can assemble our frames. So I'm just going to take 2 of each piece, and then I'm going to take them and lay them face down in a rectangle shape, and I want to fit that small piece in between the 2 larger pieces. And once we have everything aligned, I'm going to use this wood glue that I got from the Dollar Tree to adhere these together. Now I want to apply that glue to each end of that short piece of wood. And then just place everything back in place. Now to help with adhesion, I'm going to use these tension clamps, and I'm going to hold it in place by applying one on each end. And then I'm just going to let this sit at least 30 minutes before moving to the next step. Okay, after sitting, I'm just going to shift each clamp inward about 1 inch or 2 so I have some clearance of that seam. And then I'm going to take my staple gun, and what I want to do is apply at least 4 staples over each corner seam to reinforce that connection. Now once all 4 seams are stapled, I'm just going to flip the frame over, place the clamps on top, and then press that frame kind of flat to prevent it from bowing. And then once the glue completely dries on the frames, we can start adding those skewers. So the frame is now face down, and we're going to grab 12 of the skewers and we're going to lay 6 of them diagonally across the frame. Now what you want to do is just evenly space these out. I didn't really take measurements, but I just made sure and eyeballed it to make sure they were all even. And once they are all even, I'm just going to take my glue gun and I'm going to apply a tiny dot on each end just to hold them in place while I make adjustments. Now this is not a permanent adhesion because I probably will make adjustments, but this is just to hold it until I do my final adhesion. And once those are in place, I'm going to take that second 6 skewer and I want to lay them across, forming a diamond pattern. And again, we're just eyeballing this, making sure everything looks nice and even. And then I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to put a little temporary dot on each end once again. So now I'm going to take my wire clippers and I want to cut off all of the overhang pieces on the ends. Now what I'll do is I will clip the skewers short and I'm going to secure them with a staple, but I'll show you how here. I'm going to take my wire clippers and cut those skewers short on one end. You want to make sure they're not overlapping, and then I'm going to apply a staple in each one. And you want to repeat this for the remaining skewers. And then clean off those hot glue webs, and then you can flip the frame over to reveal the finished design. Now making the second frame is super easy. All you want to do is sit it on top of your finished frame and then lay your skewers down, just matching the pattern of that first piece. And now you have 2 matching pieces. See, now you can add a hook to the back and hang these just like this, but I want to add a little floral accent. So I chose this lamb ear that was $1 each piece and this 98-cent lavender bundle, both from Walmart. I'm also going to use some burlap ribbon and jute from the Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to take 2 of those lamb ear pieces and I'm going to clip off 2 of these lavender pieces from the bundle, and I want to add it together. Now once it's arranged to your liking, I'm just going to cut a piece of that jute string and I want to tie it all together. And then I'm just going to make a simple bow out of that burlap ribbon. And once your ribbon has its nice shape, you can go ahead and cut those tails. And now you can attach the bow to your bundle with just a dot of hot glue. Now to attach the bundle to the frame, just flip it over and you want to run a zip tie through the back, just grabbing onto one of the branches or stems of the florals, and then secure that zip tie loosely in the back and then clip off the tail. And that's it. And here is the final project, you guys. Listen, pictures do not do this piece justice. I absolutely love it. Now I think this beautiful stain perfectly highlights all the knots and textures in the wood, and it looks so great combined with those black skewers. Now all you have to do is add your favorite florals. You could add art, or you can just leave them as is to make this a beautiful accent piece for your home. Now this frame was only $2 to make, so feel free to splurge and add whatever you like to make it your own. Now this was so inexpensive to make, and yet it still manages to have a high-end look. You all have to let me know in the comments what you would add to this frame to customize this piece for your home. Listen, if you love DIYs on a budget, give this video a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. Make sure that you're following She's So CraftDee on Facebook for the latest news, sneak peeks, and giveaways. Thank you so much for visiting and checking out my tutorial today. If you like videos like these and you don't want to miss the next one, make sure you're subscribed by clicking that subscribe button below and turning on that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.